Hello everyone. Hello my loves. This is your divine Cancerian goddess here with you, and I am back with another video here on this channel. Make sure that if you're watching this that you click like, comment, share, and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification, turn on your notification, you guys, so you know when I post new content here on this channel. You do not want to miss out on this vibe. It's dope, I promise. So my loves, now you can also follow me on Instagram at divine_guidance777, and the link to that will be in the description box below. To all of my previous subscribers, thank you so much for sticking in here with your girl. Thank you for supporting me through this channel. And to all of my new subscribers, hey y'all, welcome to this channel. I hope that you guys are enjoying this content as much as I enjoy bringing this content to you. So my loves, today I wanted to discuss the characteristics, okay, get it together, of the moon in Virgo female. So I actually had to go back and correct myself, because I did not put the exact time of birth when I was looking up my birth chart. So I had to actually go back, call my mom, and get my birth certificate and get my exact time of birth. So I am a Cancer Leo cusp with my moon in Virgo. Who would have thought? That's why I have the issues that I have today. I'm like, when I found that out, when I was like Cancer sun and Virgo moon, I was like, okay, that explains a lot. That explains a lot of what's wrong with me. I'm like, okay, all my life I've been trying to figure out what my problem was. Here it is. Got the moon in Virgo. I'm just kidding. So, yeah, today I wanted to talk about the moon in Virgo female, because I am a moon in Virgo female. And I don't know, it's really cool, finding out about yourself. You know what I'm saying? I started my spiritual journey about a year ago. Okay, and I've really been studying myself, taking time to study myself and know myself. So hopefully you guys can hear me, because it's like cars passing by, so I hope you guys can hear me well. But yeah, I just think it's really important that you take time to really study yourself and get to know yourself and get your birth chart done. I encourage you guys to get your birth chart done, because it will just open your eyes to so many things. You will realize things about yourself that you probably never paid attention to, and then you'll look at your birth chart and you'll be like, you get somebody to interpret it, or if you can interpret it yourself, and you'll be like, oh, okay, that was the problem. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm crazy. So, yeah, I encourage you guys to do that. I think it's really cool. So today I'm going to be talking about the Earth Goddess, okay? So I thought about, what I wanted my setup to be. I was like, I want to do something a little bit different. And we're talking about an Earth sign. So, what better place to do this video than right outside? Okay, I wanted to share this view with you guys, share this experience with you guys, get out into nature, take my shoes off, put my feet in the grass, and really dive deep into it, because we are going to get deep into the moon in Virgo lady, okay? So, the moon in Virgo lady, to me, it's a little tricky. It's a little tricky, because it's almost like her strengths are her weaknesses and her weaknesses are her strengths, okay? And she can love you and show and express emotion towards you in the same way that she would show you that she's not feeling you. You get what I'm saying? So it's a little tricky dealing with the moon in Virgo female. Now, I know the typical thing for people to say is, that Virgos, they're very organized, they're very detail oriented, they can be control freaks, things of that nature, which they are. They do rule organization and structure and schedule. This is very true. But there's another side to the Virgo female, the Virgo moon in Virgo female. Now, for myself in my chart, this is how I interpret it. my sun is in Cancer and my moon is in Virgo. So it's kind of like my life is always in organized chaos in a way, because Cancers tend to be hoarders. We tend to like hold on to things. We tend to not, throw things away. Like even in our physical lives, like you walk into a Cancer's house, you may see like a pile of different t-shirts and clothes or whatever on the couch or something, and it may be something that Cancer can't even wear anymore, or doesn't even use anymore, but they still have it because it holds some kind of like sentimental value. You know what I'm saying? We tend to hold on to things. We tend to be pack rats. You know what I'm saying? But then when you have your moon in Virgo, it's like organized chaos, because I'm not the neatest person. Okay, I'm not the most organized person, but like, if you walk in my house, you would think it's chaotic, but I know where everything is. Like, I have this under control. I know exactly where everything is. I know where I put everything. It looks crazy to you, but it looks normal to me. So you know what I'm saying? That's my organized chaos. To me, it's fine. It's organized. You know what I'm saying? On the other hand, where my mom is a Virgo sun, she is like, my mom was like a pure 100%. Okay, my mom is a real deal Virgo. Okay, she is neat, clean, tidy. My mom's house is like immaculate. Okay, you can eat off her floor. That's how clean it is. You know what I'm saying? You know those home improvement channels where those people go in and they fix the house and stuff like that, and they make it look really nice and they decorate and stuff. I bet those people are Virgos that have a lot of Virgo in their chart. I bet you they do. That's a job for a Virgo. Okay. The thing about the Virgo is always, this is a sign of service. So someone born with their moon in Virgo, or even with their sun in Virgo, they are here to serve in some way, shape, or form. These people are always in some type of service. This is what feeds the Virgo. This is healthy for the Virgo to be in a kind of career, some kind of hobby or activity where they are in service to something, whether it be in a church, whether it be in a school. Virgos make great nurses and doctors. They have very good interpersonal skills. Virgos, they tend to have very good interpersonal skills. Okay, now the way that they use those interpersonal skills depends on how they feel about you. Now we'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, the Virgo is the nurturer. Okay, this is like Mother Earth. When I think about Virgo, I think of like Mother Earth, because we live on this planet and all Earth is it's a womb. It's represents femininity. It's woman, and it nurtures us and gives us what we need and provides us with the oxygen that we need, the plants that we need for nutrients. You understand what I'm saying? The protection that we need from the sun. So when you think about Virgo, you think about the nurturer. So this is someone who is always in some type of service, or enjoys being in some type of service to others. And that is true because, like I said, my mother is a Virgo, and she has a nonprofit organization where she goes out and she, gives back to the community. So yeah, that is an act of service, and that's something that she really enjoys doing. It makes her feel good, and that is a trait of a Virgo. Okay, now Virgos, another thing that people say a lot about Virgos is that they're very critical. Okay, now this can work for them or it can work against them, and it depends on how evolved. I'm sorry, that was a motorcycle. It depends on how evolved this Virgo is and how mature that the Virgo is. Now the Virgo can be very critical, but this criticism comes from the Virgo's ability to analyze things on such a detailed level. You understand? Like, this is a very detail-oriented person, and it's a person that sits back and watches and analyzes everything. The Virgo is constantly criticizing. Whether they realize it or not, the Virgo is always in criticize mode. Criticize. From the movie, oh my God, what was that movie with Jamie Foxx? Django or something like that. Oh, I can't remember the movie, but that's what I thought about when I think about the Virgo, that movie. All y'all do is criticize, criticize, criticize. That's y'all Virgos. That's y'all damn moon and Virgos. Y'all are critical as hell. And we are. But you know what? It always comes from a good place, though. The Virgo is very critical, but it comes from a good place. And like I said in my previous videos, they can't help it. They're so analytical, they can't help but to criticize things. It's like they just can't even help themselves. So you just have to work with them. But the thing about a Virgo is they will criticize you, but then they'll always back it up with reassuring you that it's coming from a heart space. You know what I'm saying? They always back it up with love and let you know that, hey, I'm only telling you this because I want you to do better. Or I'm only telling you this because I want you to achieve your goal or something like that. So, you know, Virgos are not emotional like that. They're kind of like emotionally distant. Like they're very standoffish when it comes to emotions. So sometimes when they're expressing themselves to their loved ones or to their partner, it could come off very sharp. Okay, because this is not a sign that really connects with you emotionally. Like the Cancer will connect with you emotionally and really feel physically what you're feeling, or spiritually pick up on what you're going through. But the Virgo, being an earth sign, meaning logic, this is a person who will, like I said, analyze and figure out why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. Figure out why, you're reacting the way that you're reacting. So somebody just said something to me. I don't know what they said. That just threw me off. Like, who is that? Anyway, so yeah. So what was I saying? So sometimes the Virgo can come off very sharp in the way that they dish out their love messages for you. Okay. But whenever they criticize you, and if they like you, they always back it up with love and make sure that it was with love. Or if you come to them and you bring it to their attention that something that they said may have hurt your feelings or made you feel some type of way, they'll always be very apologetic and want to make sure that they get back on the right track with you. They really do care about how other people feel about them. And that also causes them to be very critical on themselves as well. And a lot of the times more negatively than in a positive manner. Virgos can sometimes suffer from like depression sometimes because they are very, very hard on themselves. This is a sign of the perfectionist. So they think that anything that's in their mind, like everything in their mind is going to be perfect because they're going to organize it perfectly. But it's like if they don't see that in their physical life, they get really down and they're very hard on themselves, and they're like, oh, I'm a failure, I'm this, I'm that, because I didn't achieve this, that, and the third, instead of being able to see what's already in front of them and appreciate what they've already achieved in their life. So that's something that the Virgo moon does struggle with, is low self-esteem. Now what that comes from is the opposite polarity of Virgo is the Pisces. Okay, so the Pisces is the imaginator, the dreamer. This is the person that sometimes doesn't even deal with reality. So this is the opposite polarity of Virgo. So that's where Virgo gets that I have to be perfect, mind frame from. That's where they get that perfectionist mind frame from. They put, things in their mind. They're like, oh, if it doesn't go like this, then I'm a failure. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that the moon and Virgo female needs to work on as well. And she also needs to work on her communication with her loved ones. Like I said, that she can be sharp sometimes, but Virgos, they're the analyzers. But Virgos are like, they analyze everything that's going on with everybody else around them. But they have a problem with self-analyzing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they'll see everything and point out everything that's wrong with you, but it's hard for them to admit the stuff that's wrong with them. Virgos have a hard time doing that, okay? And Virgo moons need to understand it's not always what you say, but it's how you say it. It's your delivery, okay? So Virgos can be kind of harsh in their delivery. Hold on, it's like ants on my shoes. I'm not killing the ants, I just want to brush them off. Okay. Yeah, so Virgo moons, they don't trust easy either. they're not very easy to allow people in their circle and to trust people. They're very tight niche with who they know. It's like they know who they know, and that's it. They don't do very well with making new friends. Okay, they don't. They pretty much, they'll pick up their friend circle early on in life, and that'll most likely be their friend circle throughout their lives. They don't do well with picking up new relationships because they don't connect well emotionally with other people. So sometimes it may be hard for them to, you know, start new relationships or start new friendships and things of that nature. But the good thing about the Moon in Virgo female, she's very domestic. The Moon in Virgo female, especially if your sun is in Cancer, that's like the perfect housewife. Okay, that is the perfect freaking housewife if you have your sun in Cancer and your moon in Virgo, because you know Cancer is the home, the foundation, tradition, and then you know Virgo is keeping that in order, keeping the structure of the family, holding up the structure of the family, nurturing the family. You understand? You have two very nurturing signs falling under your sun and your moon, so they make very good parents, very good housekeepers. They're very domestic, and they are people pleasers. I think I have said this in a previous video when I was talking about Virgo women. Moon and Virgo women, they aim to please their partner. They are like downright dedicated to their partners, and sometimes they can be a little bit too dedicated and not set clear boundaries on what they will and what they won't accept from their partner. The opposite polarity of Virgo is Pisces. Pisces also has this issue with setting boundaries and being overly helpful with people and end up being taken advantage of. So that's an issue that the Moon and Virgo woman may have, is that she can be too much of a people pleaser, and she tends to give more than she actually has to give. You know, she tends to give more money, more time, more energy, more chances than she should be giving. Okay, so that's something that the Moon and Virgo female may experience in her life, and that may cause for her to have some issues in her love relationships, especially an unevolved Moon and Virgo female, because she'll put up with more than what she really should put up with, and she tends to make excuses for her partner's bad behavior. Moon and Virgo females have a problem with that. They tend to make excuses for the bad behavior coming from their other partner, and sometimes they end up in abusive relationships. Okay, so y'all be careful, you know, watch out for that. Make sure that whatever you're giving, you're getting back. It needs to be an equal give and take, you know. Moon and Virgo females, they're also very mystical too, and they're magic. When I think of Moon and Virgo, I think of magic, because these are your natural healers. These are your earth healers. Okay, I call the Moon and Virgo woman the Good Witch, because they call her she's a natural healer. You may find that Moon and Virgo women, they use a lot of different, you know, natural remedies and herbs for certain conditions or illnesses or something. It's just being around a Moon and Virgo female is just refreshing and healing in itself, because she's always there to listen to you. She's always there to try to understand you, and she's always there to support you and hop in whenever you need her. Okay, so that is all that I have for you guys for today. I hope that you have enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making this video for you. I hope that you guys were able to hear me good, because I know it's some traffic passing by me from time to time, but hopefully you're able to hear me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and check me out on Instagram at divine_guidance777. Until next time, I love you guys. Love yourselves. Bye.